Good morning and welcome to Tuesday morning Zoom. I hope everybody's doing well. We're going to do our announcements real quick. So Martin Luther King Day is next Monday, the 19th. We will not be in school for that day. So that means we have a 3-day weekend, and it's going to give you a little bit of an opportunity if you're behind to get caught up, because we're coming to the end of our module very, very quickly. Let me give you the date. I'm going to look at my teacher planner just to make sure I have the date correct. Okay, the 19th, which means you're off on Monday. You have Tuesday and Wednesday. And sorry, that's another instructor calling. So you have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to complete module 152. I'm not holding it open. So because you had the Christmas holidays to catch up, and that was 2 weeks, and you have a 3-day weekend, and I'll open up the assignments for next Tuesday and Wednesday. I'll open those up on Sunday night, just like we're coming to school Monday, so you have access to them. Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about is our students have been contacting me wondering why they had a B and now they have a D. Well, as you miss your due dates, you're going to get a 0 on that assignment, and it's going to slowly but surely bring that grade down. Day 1 daily assignment is already closed and gone. If I opened it back up to you to get caught up during the Christmas holidays and you didn't, I put a new due date in and you passed that due date. I'm not opening it again. That's why your grades are going to bottom out, because you have too many closed assignments that you have not done. So right now you may be saying, ooh, I got a B, I don't have to worry. Yes, you do, because as soon as the past due assignments start zeroing out, your grade's gonna plummet. So you must do your assignments. There's just no way around that. You can't be on day 18 and us on day 25. It just doesn't work that way. Eventually it's going to come up and bite you. You cannot work behind. So you need to get caught up. This weekend's a 3-day weekend. Please spend time getting caught up. So that's the answer to that question. That's why you may go from an A to a D just like that, because you haven't been doing those assignments that are due. And so they've closed and they've given you zeros. So does that make sense, Miss Elise?
Yes.
Okay. I know you don't have that problem, but I just wanted to make sure that my information was coming across. Okay. So for actual class today, we're going to be doing some Ncct ICD-10 review. So what is the Ncct? That is your certification exam that you will be taking after you finish the program. Now, just to make sure you understand, you don't have to take the Ncct before you pass the program. You just have to pass each module. The Ncct is left up to you to schedule with Miss Jana and for you to take when you're ready. I have study materials, and so as you start getting ready to grad out, I'm going to be sending those study materials to you. My internet just went out and came back on. Yeah. Sorry about that. So anyway, so that's the Ncct. So I'll have to upload 2 videos today for this one. But, internet stuff happens.
Right.
All right. So do you have your ICD-10 out and ready?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so this is my little online study packet. I don't think that I had an opportunity before the internet flicked off. You can go to ncct.com and you can order this exact interactive review. It does cost money. So This is what I'm drawing our information off of, our study packets. I have gone through and copied and pasted everything so that you could have it in paper form. Because some people, can't afford, and believe me, it can get expensive. I understand that, to do it this way. If you can, I will encourage you, because it's really just easily laid out and you can do it as many times as you want to. So I'm going to go ahead and click interactive review. So our first question is, when a patient has a blood test done for HIV and the results are inconclusive, which of the following ICD-10 codes should be assigned? Okay, so it gives us 4 choices: B20, R75, Z21, Z1159.
Is it supposed to appear on the screen?
Yes, is it not sharing?
No.
Oh, Miss Elise, this internet is just going to give us trouble today. Can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, yay, good deal. Okay, so when a patient has a blood test for HIV and the results are inconclusive, which of the following ICD-10 CM codes should be assigned? So this is an example of something like what your questions are going to be. This one's an easier one. So we have to let's look at B20 in our ICD-10 and let's see if that's the best answer. So let me know when you find a B20, Miss Elise.
Okay. Found it.
Okay, so let's take a B20 says HIV disease. So that doesn't really give us a lot of information. So I want you to look up to your guideline. That's that little green box above HIV. And it says you can only code confirmed cases. So we have an inconclusive. So can we use B20 on this?
Yes, can we use it?
No, we can't use B20 because it's not confirmed. Our example says it's inconclusive, which means we don't know for sure. So
Okay.
let's keep moving. R75. Let me know when you get there.
Okay. Okay.
So when we look at R75, inconclusive laboratory evidence of human immunodeficiency virus, HIV. So our key word there is inconclusive, right?
Right.
So that's what we're looking for in our scenario. So do we need to look up the other 2 codes? No, we don't, because we found the right one. So I'm choosing R75 and I'm going to submit my response. And that is correct.
Okay.
The rationale says B20 is a code that states the patient has been diagnosed with HIV. So that's one of those things that you can remember and put in your toolbox. Every time you see B20, it must be a positive test. So that would have been we could have skipped the B20 and gone on to the other codes, and that would not have taken our time. So it's little things like that to remember that will help you be faster. Okay, so a patient reports to the physician's office with complaints of swelling and ankle pain. After X-ray and examination, the physician listed the final diagnosis as a fusion of the right ankle joint. So which of the following ICD-10-CM codes should be assigned? So we're looking for a fusion of the right ankle joint. So we're going to start with M25471. So we get to our M's, and this is why having your ICD-10 tabbed, I can go straight to my M's. So it makes the process go so much faster. When you're taking your exam, the time matters. So M25471. So let me know when you get there, Miss Elise. And
Okay, I'm there.
M25471, what does it say?
Fusion of the right ankle.
Is that what we're looking for? Effusion of the right ankle?
Yes.
So do you think that's the right answer?
Yeah.
You're correct.
Hmm.
Okay, now let me ask you something. We were pretty sure because that lined up just perfectly, right?
Right.
If you are unsure, go ahead and check the other codes. But if you feel absolutely positive that that's what you're looking for, then you can choose it and keep moving.
Okay.
All right. Which of the following items are needed from the medical record to code for reimbursement? We need to select 3. So what do we need for reimbursement? Do we need demographics? This is where they have their name, their address, their insurance information, and that sort of thing. Do we need that to bill the third-party payer?
Yes.
Yes, we need that. The physician's findings, which would be diagnosis codes.
Yes, we need that.
Okay. The next scheduled appointment.
No.
Oh. Lab, tests, services, and or procedures.
Yes.
Okay, that's 3. And the last one is discharge orders.
No.
No, we don't. Yay! So remember, we've gone over that claim form, what, 4 or 5 times now?
Right.
If you stop and you think in your mind, I know I had to put the name, the address, the insurance information, and I needed my CPT codes and my diagnosis codes to be able to bill.
Right.
So that's what we thought of, and that is correct. Oh, goodness. So now what's happening is we've moved into a scenario that gives us 2 choices. So I don't want you to feel intimidated when you come across these, okay? It's just 2 codes. So let's look at what our scenario says. It says the provider documents allergic rhinitis due to pollen, chronic, that word, otis externa of both ears. Which of the following is the correct ICD-10 code? So we need allergic rhinitis due to pollen and chronic ECZ, otis externa of both ears. So let's take A and we're going to go to J3802. Okay, let me know when you get there.
Okay, I'm there.
So J3802 says paralysis of vocal cords and larynx bilateral. Is that
Right.
even near what we're looking for?
No.
Okay, so we don't have to look up that second code, right?
Right.
We can keep moving. So next we're going to go to J30.1. We just have to go back a page.
Okay.
So you have J30.1.
Correct.
It says allergic rhinitis due to pollen. So is that what we're looking for? Allergic?
That's what,
That's
right.
perfect. Okay. So I'm looking at the other two and none of the other ones say J30.1. So just by process of elimination, what's the right answer?
J30.1.
And the H60X8X3. Now, I'm not telling you not to go and check those, but since you only have one J30.1 that's allergic rhinitis due to pollen, and that's perfect, there's no need. We can stop right here.
Okay.
Our answer is correct. Now, if we would have had two choices that had J30.1 as our first diagnosis, then we would have to check the back ones. We have to figure out which one of those are right.
Okay.
Okay, an established patient is seen in the office for right shoulder pain. Which of the following is the correct diagnosis code? So we're going to the M25. So taking your test is easier in the respect of it's giving you a place to start and you don't have to start cold.
Right. Okay.
Okay, so that's
M25.512 would be correct.
you think it is
Is
M25.5.
it the right? Oh, the
Yes.
right shoulder.
Yeah, so that would be incorrect.
Right. It would be C.
All right, Miss Coder, let's take a look. Woohoo! See, not as scary as you thought, huh?
No, you just got to be careful with which number you're looking at.
That's right.
You can't get off track with the numbers.
Right. That's why you have to be meticulous and very focused. Okay, which of the following ICD-10 CM code should be assigned for Kaposi's sarcoma of the left lung? So I know for sure it's going to be in the C46s because that
Yeah.
gives us that in every one. So that means we don't have to take a lot of time.
Right.
Because it's all in the same area. What you think, Miss Elise?
Of the left lungs.
Yep, of the left lung.
Hmm.
The lung starts on C46.5.
Right.
And we just follow it down until we see the correct lung. So I have unspecified lung, right lung, and left lung. Left lung says C 46.52. Do you see it?
Mm. Maybe I'm on the wrong page.
Yep, got a C46.5.
Got it. Yes.
Oh, you had to turn the page. So if
Yeah.
you just kind of scroll up, just look down and find the left lung,
Right.
C46.5.
0.51. Right. 52.
See, it says left lung.
Left lung. Right.
That's another thing. We're going to have to figure out where we are, right or left. So always double check by glancing up and say, am I right or am I left? Because
I can't hear you.
hang on.
I can hear you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
I'm sorry. My ICD-10 manual was on top of my volume. So that's another thing that we're going to have to make sure that we're looking at is
Okay.
right, left, bilateral, unilateral. It's okay to find the codes and then glance up and double check before you check your answer.
Okay.
All right. So a patient presents with complaints of a sore throat and fever. A rapid stress test was given and was positive for group A strep. Which of the following is the appropriate diagnosis assignment? Okay, so if we look at this, we see A is B950, B is J020, and C and D are a combination of those things, except for C says J02.8. So in a situation like this, don't get nervous. Let's just go to our first one, B95.0.
Okay. Well, I don't see it in the first one.
So no to B95.0. Okay, let's move on to J02.0. So one of the things that I need you to pay attention to is the sore throat portion of this.
Okay. J2 point.
You see J02.0?
Yes, I have it.
Yeah, it says streptococcal pharyngitis, but if you read down right underneath that, it says streptococcal sore throat.
Right.
So that code looks to be right. That's a right code. So now we have to decide between B and D. And I'm going to go ahead and look up B95.5, and we're going to decide if our answer is B or D. I'm going to read it when I get there.
Okay.
So B9 5.5 is unspecified streptococcus as a cause of diseases classified elsewhere. It's nothing that we're talking about here. So what our answer be?
It's going to be B.
B. Woo! And you knew that before I looked at everything else because it had already given us everything in that B code.
Right.
But I said, just to be safe, I'll just run over there. A patient is admitted for severe anemia and also has right breast carcinoma, central location of female breast. Which of the following is the correct ICD-10 code assignment? Okay, something that's going to help you out is that what are they being admitted for?
Severe anemia.
Severe anemia. But what do they have what?
They also have breast
Cancer.
yeah.
Which breast cancer and treatments can cause anemia. Now, I'm just telling you that to help us in our practice. If you don't remember that when you're taking the test, that is perfectly okay.
Okay.
But just to help us out here, we're looking for a C code first, which narrows it down to B and C. So C 50121. Really, all we need is to find the correct first code.
So, okay.
So C 50121.
C501. Mm,
Do you see it?
C501.
1, 2.
Yes, I see it.
We're talking about this portion of ICD-10 is for the male breast.
Male.
We're looking for a female breast, so we know that that's not right. So let's look at the next one, which is C50111. Malignant neoplasm of central portion of right female breast.
Right.
So we're going to choose C.
C.
Now remember, if we had more than one first code that was C50.111, we'd have to look up the second codes to find out which one's going to be right.
Okay.
Okay. A patient with alcohol abuse presents with a complaint of GERD. Which of the following code assignment should be used? Okay, so GERD was the very first ICD-10 code I learned and memorized and remember.
Right.
I don't know why that one stuck in my head, but it didn't even use it that often. But anyway, so let's look at K 21.9. Let me know when you have it, Miss Elise.
Okay, I will. Hmm.
You're looking for K21. And I would give you the page number, but you know my manual doesn't match yours,
Right.
which is a pain.
Look like I'm lost on this one.
Okay, so what is the first ICD-10 code you see?
For some reason, I just can't find the page at all.
Are you in the Ks?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What do you see? What an ICD-10 code that you could? What is one that you can see?
I haven't even. I'm in the H's and I'm going back to see. It should pop up.
HIJK. You don't have your manual tabbed. Fuss,
Yeah, I
fuss.
do.
Do you? And you don't see the K?
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm at the K's.
All right, you're going to look for K21.
No, that would be the wrong one. H and K.
Okay, well, I'm going to just read it. So K219 is gastroesophageal reflux disease without esophagitis. So K21.9 is right. That's GERD. And then I also looked up F10.10, and that's alcohol abuse uncomplicated.
Okay.
So I don't think there's a need to look up anything else. Yay, we got it right. Okay, so number 13. This is going to be what you submit as an assignment today. I want you to submit me the answer to number 13.
Okay.
So, Miss Elise, once I upload, you can bring it back up and go to the end and
Okay.
pause it and see it. But I don't want you to get nervous. Look, this has 3 ICD-10 codes, but there's no need to get nervous.
Okay.
Take your time. You're not timed right now, right? So take your time. I hope you have a great day, and I loved spending time with you today. And I will.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Let me know if you need anything. You guys have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.